I really just want to go outside and see if there's a way off this rock. Now that I know how it's set up.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we should search upstairs, but at the same time, I don't feel like dying.
Do what?
He said he doesn't feel like dying about searching upstairs.
Sometimes adventures are won by the bold.
Hey, little dude, do you want to go try? I'll just stay down here and see if there's a head that rolls.
The steps. I'll go look for an exit just because.
He already sent me a different class he wants to play next time, so like I wouldn't be surprised if he throws this one in the wind.
What was it? What class did? I know I said the whole Shaggy thing was interesting to me.
Yeah.
Shaggy Bard.
Yeah, fucking
Druid. Yeah.
Yeah, Bard Druid.
Druids are hard to play.
That's what I've heard. Like I've
I
looked
had
up
one
just
in
like
3rd edition.
more
It was so much
information on
fun.
classes.
Dude, it was so much fun though. Like
They can be fun, but yeah, you're praying a lot and yeah, thanking things and burying things that you shouldn't be burying.
early levels.
Your party's like, let's just go, please.
So that, and from what I've read, it's like the shape shifting ability they have. Like you have to keep all of that shit like constant. So you have to know like if you change into a deer or whatever, you have to have the stats for that.
Yeah,
And
but
it's just like, that
everything's
just
in the
seems
back of the
more of a
monster manual under the
thing, yeah.
animal section or beasts.
Yeah.
So early
Yeah.
level, it's like wizards. Early level, they're like, one hit. Okay, I've used all my ability for the day. But like later, bro, you're turning into like earth elementals and shit. It's like there's ones like if you specialize out, you can like turn into dragons. Like it's just insane, dude. Like
Yep.
they're so powerful after 10th level. It's insane.
Let me just
Yeah.
play a fucking druid for a year to get to 10th level.
I did, and it was worth it, dude. I was a 12th level druid when I enlisted in the army. That was the last time I played one because I haven't been able to play since. Like I play here and there, but mostly I DM. So like, but my character when I left was like a 12th or 13th level druid. You're talking about just insanity, bro. Like spontaneously casting heal spells all over the place. I can like tree step, so like I'll walk in one tree into a tree and like walk out of a tree a mile away, like in one action. Like, dude, it was insane.
Yes, that was a good
Like
exit.
encumbrant and like impossible terrain, like terrain difficulty in the woods didn't matter because you just walk through that shit. Like,
Jesus.
it was like communicating with animals is sending like animals out to do stuff for me all the time, like all over the place. Like, here, take this message to so and so in this city, like 300 miles away, and the bird flies away and like delivers the message. It's like small stuff, but like on such a powerful level that you could find ways to do it.
I mean, there's spells for that too. I've seen, I forget
Yeah,
what
but
it's
it's just
called.
a different way of doing it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we got into a fight. It was like this huge thing, and I'm calling lightning bolts down every round, like, like, dude, it was insanity. Meanwhile, I've got
I
like
don't know, I might
raiders
test
fighting
it out
for me,
next
and
time.
like, bro, it was so like high level. It's like every class though. Like once you get past 10th level, like, and you guys will see it. Like the whole backside of the game it's insane. The amount of power that you end up getting and the things you end up being able to do. Like that is where. Like, it's definitely fun for the first half of a campaign, right? Where you're like 1st through 10th level, you're grinding, you're getting at it. Like, you're role-playing all of this stuff, you're learning about the world, and you're like... And then you hit, like, 10th level, 11th level, depending on your class, and it's just like, alright, I'm making the rules now, bitch. Like, it's just how it is. Like, I love it. But the druids were super powerful, man. Yeah.
That's
at
why
one
I was
point-
asking about that fucking planewalker or whatever the fuck the
Mhm.
spell was. Is because it was
Yeah.
like, that just seems like fast travel.
But there was a with the druids and stuff, you get a high enough level. It used to be anyway. I don't know how it is now. I'd have to look it up. But it used to be like you stopped aging, natural things stopped affecting you, poison, elements, all that shit didn't affect you. You gained resistance to everything. Like you couldn't be poisoned, you didn't have to sleep, you couldn't have to not like so it was just like all these things that would pose problems for other characters like just weren't a problem for you.
Saw one because I was just like randomly looking shit up, and it was like one of the most OP builds, and I think it was like sorcerer with like a druid subclass,
Yeah.
and it's
And there's
basically like you didn't have to sleep, you could basically had unlimited spells and all kinds of shit, and I was just like, holy fuck.
Can you
Yeah.
send that to me? I'm joking.
but
I mean, I can throw it in the fucking Discord. It's just whether Josh is gonna allow it or not.
I don't think we'll make it that far for me to be able to even use something
you've
like
got your characters, bitch. Why are you trying to make new ones? All right.
that. I'm already part sorcerer. I wouldn't be
Not
making a new
you.
one.
Jay. He's like, I want to play this now.
Oh.
Like, it's been a week, bitch.
No, I was just looking at shit.
I know.
Like
No,
how
it's
to build a character and everything, and I came across
Yeah.
it, and I was like, that's fucking OP as fuck.
so when we get close.
I looked
Yeah.
at that in like Bard to mine.
So when we get closer to the end of this, before we switch systems, what I'll do is I'll get all you guys on a Discord call, and we'll like this, and we'll do a walkthrough of character creation, and it won't be any one person's character. We're just gonna create one according to the book. This is how the system works. Now we'll step through the entire thing, and like, all right, now you know how it works. Here's the material. Now go pick what you want to do. Like. So, because it's different. Like, you can play Goblin as a player class, player race. And there's some other quirks in there that make it really cool that you guys I think, will enjoy. But we gotta play this one first, so.
Want to be a
Sorry.
dragon next campaign?
No. Great, guys. Jay said he wants to be the villain, and you guys were gonna start at level 15 and go fight him.
Okay.
Wow. Just gonna fly the fuck away.
So. Alright. Cool. So, you guys were debating on stealing some stuff out of rooms? Is that what I heard last?
I don't know what
They
she
said
just
they
said.
were gonna go outside. I said I was gonna go eat some grapes.
Okay. Jay's gonna eat grapes. Lancelot's
We're gonna
eat
go
some grapes.
outside.
Cool. Alright.
Whatever he does that we don't see, we don't have to know about.
So it's about like early afternoon by this time, right? You guys have poked around the tower for about an hour or so, 30 minutes. Your travel time back here, all the time to meet with Maraska. Yeah, 9 to 2.5. Plus the travel through mountains was kind of half speed. Half to 9, 11, 30, 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. So, and if you guys, what are you guys doing outside?
I'm just sightseeing.
Just wanted to look and see what was outside to see if we can get away from anything. Like if we have to get out of here, is the drawbridge up? Is it down? Is there like
It's up. She's redrawn the bridge up. In the meantime, so.
Can we see where the
you know,
mechanism is?
she's. Gentlemen, is your friend with you? You came with 4, correct? Are you leaving? Is your friend leaving with you? Are you staying? I hope you're staying for the feast.
yes, we do plan to stay for the feast. We just
Oh.
come outside to get some fresh air and take a look around the spire. It's
Oh.
quite amazing to look at.
Absolutely, yes. It's quite beautiful. The spire has been here for insert long time here. Hold on a sec. There's actually an entry on that shit. Yes. The tower has been here for quite a while. We occupied it 10 years ago. So it's absolutely beautiful. Not sure where the architecture came from. It's a historic building, but it was quite abandoned when the Order found it.
It was abandoned when you found it.
Aye.
And you haven't been here the whole
I
time.
wasn't here. I've joined the Order since. However.
Interesting.
Not ominous or, anything at all.
Anything at all. Where are the stables?
So actually, they're down. I misspoke on the. But they're actually one level down, but because you guys have a wagon and stuff like that, they weren't able to. So they're in a courtyard out here by the front of the that I have just added in my mind.
Okay.
So there's like a gatehouse here, and like some room where the horses are stabled and stuff around the tower. So just pretend the platform is bigger than it is. And they're
Yeah, that's why I was kind of curious. Like it's like Devil's Tower with a.
It's an imagination game, all right? Imagine some shit. So no,
It's like trying. I just wanted to see what it was outside. I was like, where do they keep our horse, anyways?
yeah. So this is
And a wagon.
This is the main tower, right? So you see the circumference around the rooms and stuff. If you see like
Right.
on the and here's the drawbridge and stuff where you guys came in. So just break the circumference of the Devil's Tower pedestal thing, right? So just put a wall around that in your mind, and the animals free range out here with like bales of hay and stuff. And you actually see your horse has been unhitched from the wagon so that it's not trying to drag the wagon around the courtyard and stuff.
Okay, good.
Can we see where the lever is or whatever mechanism there is that lowers the bridge from where we're at?
No, there's a turnstile like inside the guard post, you're sure, or something to that effect. Like there's chains and stuff. You see some chains coming into the guard post from the guard tower from the top of the drawbridge all over pulleys and stuff, but you don't see the actual turnstiles or anything.
Okay.
Okay, so the drawbridge is up. If we walked around, and there's a wall. It's walled off, I'm guessing, around the entire circumference of this outside. Yep. Okay. So even if there was another way down off of here, you'd have to climb over a wall to get to it. Okay.
Yeah. Here. Polygon, line, red. This is your. Damn it! I want line. Line, bitch. Won't give me a line. It's like polygon. Freehand. 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 Whee! There you go.
All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, so let's not rig any rolls. There's not really any way out of here.
And it doesn't seem like they really want us to leave.
I'm sure if we wanted to leave, we could just leave. What time is it though? It's probably afternoon.
I think you said like 2:30-ish, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, I don't know. What shall we do?
I guess
wait.
The feast is all I can think of.
Right, wait for the feast. Then once the feast starts, we'll have fruit and vegetables. No, I don't know. Just not sure what they're cooking, and the 9 men that came up here, they don't talk about them much.
Nope.
So, all right, yeah, let's go back inside and go sit down at the big table and have some grapes and vegetables.
Okay. While they're doing this, Lancelot, what are you doing?
Oh,
Median. They've been poking around for 10, 15 minutes or something. 10 minutes.
Is there anybody else in that great hall still, or did those people leave?
There's servants like come in to make like finishing preparations and stuff. You know, like setting out placewares and stuff, and bringing out pitcher.
All right, I'm gonna go up the
set a
floor.
pitcher of wine is on the table. Okay. Sure.
And then I'm gonna do perception to see if I hear anything, whether it be coming up the stairs or
Okay.
inside what looks like the 4 doors that are there. Oh, look,
Sure.
13. That's not bad.
You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna. I don't like the fucking sound of dice.
My hands have to be doing something right now. That's all.
I feel that, but it's still like fuck.
Hey, at least it's that, and not that.
True.
There's a difference.
True. I am going to peek my head into the northwest door, since that looks like the closest door to me.
Sure. Do. There you go. Another room. This time the 2 beds are just separated by a curtain. But it's 2 beds, 2 bunks, 2 chests, tapestries in the walls. Same description as the room is downstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna continue around clockwise.
These rooms are slightly bigger. Clockwise? Okay. Sure. This chamber contains a bed, a fireplace, a closet, a writing desk, a chest, and a small tapestry on the wall, and no one's in here. It looks like a much more furnished apartment.
I'm just gonna keep going around clockwise.
Okay.
I'm not trying to actually like take anything from the rooms. I'm just seeing what they are
The other 2 are the same.
for
as the
perspective.
first.
Okay. I'm just gonna go back down to the Great Hall and wait for them then.
Okay. It's a shame. There's some interesting stuff in some of those rooms. Or is there? All right. So you go back downstairs, meet with them. Okay.
Hey, what's going on? Where were you at?
We didn't mix the food at all. You just threw it all on top of the bowl.
Yeah, I know. I
It
didn't know
was
exactly how to
doing
mix it
shit.
because it was like this much food left. I tell them that it is just extra rooms upstairs with that are nicer than the ones down here.
Oh,
Anything
No.
valuable?
I don't know. I just kind of poked my head in and kind of left.
That's cool.
well, probably best that you just left.
I'm not a thief. I may be a necromancer.
How many
but I'm not a
bedrooms did you
thief.
count?
4. Most of them are split into 2 beds by a curtain.
2 beds, so 8. 4 down
Roughly.
here.
That one
12.
room only had 1 bed in it though. Just so you know,
Oh,
right.
10.
Yep.
Yeah, I
This
think you
one-
said 10 had 1 bed. So
Yep.
2,
1 bed.
4,
It was the
6,
same size
7.
as the apartments for 2 people, but it was twice the room for 1 person, right?
So 7 bedrooms technically.
And 4 on this floor, and 1 below. No, there are 4 beds in the one below, right? Yeah.
I think so.
And that would be the cooks.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I
10,
guess it wouldn't
12,
take
14.
a lot of people to defend this place the way it's built. One of the guards outside. One
15
walking around.
rooms.
How many people have you seen?
The lady that let us in, the guy that
One.
she called
2.
over to take the horse. How many people have I seen coming in and out of the Great Hall? Would you say, Josh?
Couple of cooks and servants.
They all look
Few
the
knights,
same?
like few people, like traffic on the stairs and stuff. It's not been completely empty.
So what, like maybe 7 in total, roughly?
Maybe.
7 different people?
Yeah, maybe.
He's not giving no answers, so.
I mean,
Plus the Knight Commander, so.
Well, I was trying to think. I think there was 3 in the area watering. There were 3 in here. 6. The one guy was walking over here. 7 could have been the same guy who was outside. 8. I'm trying to figure out how many people we've actually seen. The commander upstairs would make 10, or 10. Trying to think if this goes horribly wrong. I'm
there
just trying to figure out
were 2 others up top with Maraska.
I'm just trying to figure out how bad we're gonna be if something goes really bad.
I mean,
There was
to me, it
the
seems
one that
like
brought
it's
you in,
Oh,
and there was the one that walked you in, and there were 2 others down below in the Great Hall, plus the knight that you guys encountered when you were trying to steal all their weapons.
We weren't trying to steal. I mean, if he wasn't around, that's a different story. But in that moment, we weren't trying anything.
Had Jazeer been around,
Yeah, I was
We
about to
would've-
say, had Jazeer been around, then
I don't think we would have
he'd
gotten
been
that
ripping shit off the walls.
Right.
we've been stealing everything. He'd been putting his finger in the stew over here to find out what's inside of it.
Fuck, we probably wouldn't have made it inside. He'd have probably just attacked all 9 of those motherfuckers to begin with.
That's true. That's true. We would have been in a fight with those 9 people that came up. Yeah, you're right.
I'd have just left. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd have just been like, all right, I'm walking the fuck away.
Like, I'm gonna find a new party. I can just use their bodies
Yeah.
as practice for necromancy later.
Right. Just general repose all of them so they stay around for 10 days. I'll come back for them later.
All right, so we're gonna wait till the feast, I guess, right here, and discuss about how many people we've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess during that time, take tally.
So
Sorry,
there's
what was
definitely
that?
not any easy way off. Just the
Yeah.
bridge.
That's it.
And the wingsuit. The single wingsuit.
We don't have that.
It's a good thing you weren't wearing it. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And we didn't bring the saddles to sell.
I mean, it could have been a good idea had we worked it the right way, though.
Cowboy,
Could've
what's
been
up,
like,
man?
you know-
Thanks for the raid. How you doing, dude?
Could have
Awesome.
been like,
Welcome to the channel. Hey,
we
everybody,
saw
welcome.
these,
Thanks for coming over.
people do whatever. We took these because it's close to the spire. We figured they were yours. Figured you would want your guys' shit back.
Sure.
What's going on, y'all? Sorry, I'm gonna have to object. I refuse to comply.
Doing my position there. I can see your chat and I can see our DM chat. I got my.
Hey, it's all
character
good,
sheet
Cowboy. I
over the
appreciate
rest.
you bringing everybody over. Hey guys, thanks for coming over with Cowboy. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight, so we're about, I don't know, halfway through our session or so. I have no idea. We'll go till we're done, I guess.
We're
So,
trying
y'all
not to
hang
die. That's
around.
all I can tell you guys.
I appreciate it. Y'all hang around. Let's give Cowboy a shout out real quick, and then I'm gonna dive back into it. And if you guys haven't met me yet, well, that's your fault. No, I'm just kidding. And the about me's down below. Guys, 18-year Army vet and woodworker and variety streamer and gamer and a whole bunch of other. Basically, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but here we are. So, thanks, appreciate it. And this is the guys. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi guys.
Fucking every one of you. I knew it was coming. Also, this is the channel where we tell random dad jokes at random times, or you can hit the channel point button down below and request one. It'll be great. There's a channel point redemption for dad jokes now, by the way, guys. Just so you know. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
Don't tell Dev that.
I know, right?
She'll use every one of them.
What's invisible and smells like carrots? Anybody? Oh, rabbit farts. Yep. All right. So. Yeah, buddy. All right.
So we're here. We're waiting, eating some
Okay.
fruits and vegetables.
Cool. All right. Fast forward.
Counting
You guys
people.
get to the the day wanes on or moves on. You guys get to the point. You know, if you go back up top, you can see the sunset starting and stuff. You can see through the windows and stuff. The sky's starting to turn red as the sun sets. And slowly, some of the nights, you've heard more and more commotion in the towers. Some of them have made their way into the barracks rooms that you guys are like around the Great Hall near you and stuff. And they drop their armor and they spend a few minutes. It looks like they've cleaned up and they come out in nice, fancy, like very ornate garments. But they come out clad in like the fine garments, velvet brocade. Knights feast at the curved table there, and they all start to take their spots. And some of the servants from the kitchen come out and they fire up the hearths and get the fires roaring. Starts to warm the room up as the just to take some of the cold temperature off from outside, which is really weird because it was really warm here last night, right? Just super strange. And you guys, but it just takes the edge off the cold, and as it starts to warm up, and as all the knights have come in and they're all seated at the table and they've all started to nobody's eating yet. They all sit down at the table, and you hear some laughter and people talking about their patrols that day or the experience or what they happened to see that day and stuff. And very suddenly out of there's several seats open. Nobody's sitting in, kind of at the one end of the table. And the servant comes over and asks you, like, oh, please, we've saved these seats for you. You told us we would join you. We saved places for you, but please. Nora bows to thank you very graciously and sits down.
I'll do the same.
Okay. And you guys all sit down and starting to introduce yourselves to a couple of the knights there and make small talk, and very quickly booming from just suddenly booming from the door from behind the seats which you're seated. You hear like metal plated feet stomp together, and there's a really quick like a thud. Knight Commander, and all the knights like stand up at the table very quickly. Stop talking. All the conversation dies, and they all stand up very regally.
I'm gonna stand up with him. Yeah.
It's fine. The Thurl, no, please, my friends, not accustomed to our traditions, it's fine. All of you be seated. And so they all sit down and they continue their conversation. He makes his way over to the other side, the other end of the table to have a seat. Please enjoy. And they start serving themselves.
Do the same.
So it's a couple minutes go by and everybody's digging into the food and everybody's been served and the servants are pouring wine and refilling plates. A couple minutes in, as everyone is eating, Thurl stands up. He says, "Guests, my honored friends, tell us of your adventures in the Somber Hills here. Let us aid you and honor you in any way we can."
Ah, thank you. So, as I was saying, we met 9 rude, rather, people the other day. They seem to have ill will towards you guys, and well, we were worried about you guys.
We appreciate your concern. They envoy from another nation. We attract a lot of attention here. They were unwelcome and quickly turned away. However, please do not concern yourself with it. I want to hear about. We would love to hear about you and your tales recently. Tell us what's been going on. What can we would love to hear from you and learn from what you've experienced. Please tell us.
We haven't experienced much. We've run into some people that were not very good people.
Please, every experience is a learning point for someone. Please continue. Tell us.
They were the priests of the Black Earth. Have you heard of them?
All this speak of cults. As I told you, their cultists have been wandering the Somber Hills now for a while, led by these monsters and abominations of people. It's a mess.
Yes.
We have tried to stay free of them, but unfortunately we've had our own run-ins. What can you tell me of what you've seen of them?
Priests of the Black Earth. Well, ones we ran into were, well, not very nice. But
I'm sure they
we
were.
haven't seen much of them after that.
Where did you meet these priests?
They're actually near the small town we're near. Red Lurch.
We've heard of.
We were passing through there.
We've heard of corruption in Red Larch. Hopefully, I'm glad to see you're all right. Did you lose any of your numbers?
Yeah, no. Well, one, but not because of the Black Earth.
We do not speak his name for fear.
He made some rather bad choices.
I understand. We can't fault you for your friend's failings.
We appreciate that.
These cultists.
A man must dictate his own honor.
Agreed.
What else? How long have you been here? What else can you tell me outside the tower? Unfortunately,
Outside the tower?
I see what my knights see, and I am limited in points of view. Please fill me in. What else do you know?
We've gone to the hell's name of the rock?
I think it was just Larak, wasn't it?
No, Larock was that guy's name.
Oh, hold on, what was it?
Lance Rock. We've been to Lance Rock. Found
Is it?
some
I
necromancers there.
I know of the landmark, but I don't know. I have not been there.
So far from what
Jeez.
we've seen of the cults, they seem to prefer caves, underground structures, and the dead.
Hmm.
Yes,
Hopefully, you put an end to that evil.
we did. Or we hope we did. The dead seem to come back sometimes.
I give a side-eyeing glance towards them.
Hmm.
Right? They had some dancing zombies. That was kind of fun.
Interesting.
Yes, one even had like a bear dressed dead zombie. Quite weird, these people. These cults.
Strange. I would suggest you steer clear of the community there.
Right.
The,
And we've seen weird symbols everywhere we've gone. All these cults have weird symbols.
it's just a shame.
I'm gonna.
At
I'm
least you can identify them. Can you illustrate the ones that you've seen? Can you tell us about them?
Yes, I could actually draw them for you. And then I'll
Please.
draw the 4 symbols I've seen and ask him if he's seen any of these ever. So I draw the 4 symbols. Of course, one of theirs I believe is theirs. I'll leave that one off.
The okay, you're gonna leave the one you think is theirs off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that the arrow looking one?
I don't know. Is it?
I
tell
want
me.
to say it's the arrow.
You tell
I
me.
want to say it's the Well, I can see it on their uniforms. Because they're wearing the ornate uniforms, yes? I imagine that imagine the symbols there.
This is
I'm only
interesting. This is I assume the individuals you met this morning, I assume they bore one of these crests.
Yes, and then I'll point at the one they wore.
You didn't see one. Which one? You never saw
It was
anyone
on their
identified.
it was on
No.
their robes.
No, it wasn't.
I thought you
And
said it was on the robes
I
that
never
glowed.
said that. Nope. I said there was an ornate
No,
pattern
he
of
said that
fret
there was-
which glowed
yeah.
in the sunlight the way the sun hit it when I described a black robe, and he stood out because he had an ornate pattern in his threading. Which
An
was
ornate
caused the
pattern.
sun
Okay,
to
that's
glare.
why
I didn't say
I
anything
thought that
about
was
a
the
symbol.
pattern.
Nope.
No, I don't recall a symbol on them. But I imagine it would be one for fire. They seem to be drawn to fire.
Do tell. How so?
Well, his eyes seem to glow with it.
As did their uniform.
It's very interesting. Well,
Imagine each one of these symbols is one for earth, fire, air, or wind, and possibly one for water.
poke the bear. It's an interesting theory.
Yes, it is only a theory.
Of course. It's too hard to know what is true sometimes these days. Who to trust.
Very true.
As you guys are speaking with Thurl, the doors of the Great Hall fly open, and a sentry from the pinnacle starts shouting, "Manticore! It's on the move!" As the announcements, the Feathergale Knights all rise, abandoning the table. Food still on plates, wine and drink still in cups. We should take this opportunity to slay the monster, Thurl says, like cutting you off in your conversation. From his finger, he pulls a golden ring, the garnet in it. He says, and he holds it over his head. He says, "A prize for the one who brings me the beast's head." As the knights all scramble.
Sounds like fun.
As the knights all scramble, they leave the great hall. Some of them to doors on this floor to go. You hear the doors slam open. Knights running through the hall. Some of them head to the central spire and go up the staircase. This is Maraska, the knight commander, comes over. "Please, my friends, join us on this hunt."
That sounds exciting. We will. Shall we, boys?
Let's do it. Good way to see what they're capable of. I muttered to myself.
This is, I assume you have no way to fly. We have hippogriff mounts for you. If you can ride, you are welcome to join us.
Yes. Can't hurt to try.
Meet us at the
I
pinnacle.
pull Erdon and Roland aside and be like, and say that this would also be a good time to explore this tower more, find out more about them.
If you wish to stay behind.
Well, I don't have any. Fuck, what is it? Animal handling? Yeah, I'm not proficient in animal handling, so.
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
not
think
either.
flying is going to be very
Mike-
easy for me.
He sees you all debating quietly. He says, my friends, if you're afraid you can't ride, the beasts can handle themselves. They will. All you need to do is mount. They're intelligent and they will go where you lead them.
I believe my friend here is a little bit afraid that he might try to eat him.
Surely you jest. However, I must go. We must ride. If you wish to accompany us, please meet us on the pinnacle. I will have your mounts ready. If not, we will not question your bravery or your integrity, and I will see you upon our return.
Ah, okay. If you wish to stay, you can stay. I'm going.
I think it'd be a good idea to go.
Who's staying? Who's going?
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay.
Okay. What is Nora gonna do? I haven't thought about her all game. Hold on a second. I haven't.
Roll odds and evens.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. I just wonder what she would actually do.
I feel
I
like
didn't
she's
actually pick.
skeptical of me, and she would probably fucking.
All right. High she goes. High she goes. Low she stays. 1. She stays. Okay. She looks at the table with like the undrank wine, and she's like, I'll stay.
Ah, I understand, Nora.
So, the two of you are gonna go.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and head up. Who's staying?
Okay. Well,
Excal, Lancelot is staying?
yeah, Lancelot.
I go up
Okay.
and see them off, but I'm staying.
Alright. We're gonna play their part first because it's gonna dictate how much time you have to do what you're doing. Does that make sense?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so 4 Feathergale Knights assemble at the pinnacle, each mounted on a giant vulture. The moon illuminates the misty canyon below Feathergale Spiral. Again, not an ounce of wind movement. There's no air movement. There's no noise. Even up here, as high up as you are, where you'd think the wind would be faster, there's nothing. The moon illuminates the misty canyon below the spire, and in the far distance, a single shard of darkness moves, flitting in and out of the mist. Then the shadow sinks beneath the bank of clouds, lost again from sight. While you're here, vision's going to be limited to 100 feet. Okay, just as a rule. All right.
Okay.
And there, again, Thorol. Thorol? Yeah, Thurl. They have 4 hippogriffs waiting for the 4 of you. But since 2 of you, I understand. Please join us. And he just points over and they mount up. The hippogriffs bow to let you mount. And then once you're in and strapped in, they stand up and take off. And immediately, the knights on their vultures have already jumped off. And as you guys like get mounted up, the hippogriffs stand back up and jump off the side of the tower straight down in a dive to gain speed. And right, like you have no idea. You can't see anything. It's pitch black other than the star field above, right? Whatever illumination you can get from that. But the bottom of the canyon is foggy, and that fog is rolled in again now that it's dark. But you see, and you actually break the fog, and you're in the fog, and you're not sure where you're going, and you just all of a sudden just absolute terror. You think this thing's on like a suicide dive. And at the last minute, you break through the fog cover on the low ground, and a hippogriff pulls up at full speed, just whoosh, like to catch up, right? Now he's using this speed that he's accelerated to, and his wings just come out like a glider, and he's actually gaining speed on the knights with the vultures. And it breaks up and through the fog again and above, and you're immediately in formation with the knights.
Nice.
So, let's see. All the knights that have left, all in the same group, okay? And so there's 4 plus you 2 plus the knight commander is this group, okay? So that's 5 knights plus you 2, okay?
Okay.
And you had seen the shadow flit away and kind of dive into the fog that you're assuming was the manticore, and you just feel, even though there was no wind in the canyon, you're moving so fast, the wind's just flowing right by your face, and you can feel it, and that it's biting, and like your eyes are watering a little bit from the wind, and just your hair, if you have any, just flowing in the wind behind you. And this is the most exhilarating feeling you've ever had in your life, as you look down below, and you can't like see it, but you can imagine the ground flying by you at the same speed as you see some of the canyon walls just blowing right by you, just almost in a blur. Just to give you an idea, let's do some math on this really quick. Hippogriff's fly speed is 60. That's 120 feet every 6 seconds at full speed. Is 5,280 feet's a mile, so you figure a mile a minute. You're flying actually just over 60 miles an hour
Nice.
in a full-on
That's not-
dash.
That's not disorienting at all.
Not at all. And you see them like, you have no idea where the canyon walls are, so that's even worse, right? Like, it's dark down here. You see everything in the shadow of starlight. And everything you see, let's pull the big map up again so you can see the you're not going to be able to illuminate any sections of it. I'm not going to reveal any more of it than what you had already seen. But to give you an idea, I'm going to draw you a line, and then I'll move it so you guys can see it. Undo. That's 1,000 feet.
Damn.
We're moving.
So you're, yeah. Okay. So that's 1,000 feet. according to this scale. So in about 12 seconds, you've covered that much. And or wait, so it's 1,000 feet. So 12 seconds would be 100 and hold on. So you're moving 120 feet per 6 seconds, right? Yeah, that's something like 30 seconds. You're moving that far, whatever it is. So you're flying. I'd have to do the math on a calculator, but it doesn't matter. Like, the wind's flying by. The hippogriffs are like literally coming across. Like, you feel them start to bank and pull up. Like, so when they're pulling up and banking to the side, like you're just now as they're seeing it, like you pull up and you're pulling away from rock face because like they're diving in and they're coming that close to the mountains and so they obviously know where they're going. And they've flown this quite a bit. So, and you're going for, holy shit, that was 2 natural ones in a row. Nice. So your group doesn't find it, but you hear off in the distance from the other side of the canyon. You hear like this huge horn like just echoing in the distance, right? And all of a sudden, because you're with Thurl, you think you hear him say something, but you're not sure. And as the hippogriffs had come up over terrain and dove back down, as he calls out some command, you see his vulture take off hard to the left, and your mounts follow, almost back towards the direction that you had come.
Nice.
And again, you hear the horn bay, but it's in a slightly different direction. And again, the mounts, your formation veers to move in that direction. And you hear the horns 2 or 3 more times. And as you guys hear your formation, you can't see much. Again, your visibility is 100 feet ish. And you're flying. You're moving more than that. You're actually outflying your visibility every round. Okay? So, yeah, it's fast. And so as they veer into formation, you see Thurl and his knights, they pull up into a almost like a stacked echelon. So, like, he's up at the top, at the pinnacle of this apex, so he can see down into the battle, and the other 2 vultures, like each wing, right? Like a wing of 2 to the left and a wing of 2 to the right to stack up and reposition so they can assess. And I got a lot of initiative to roll. Hold on a second. I didn't actually expect them to find them. My fault! You 2 roll initiative really quick, because you're going to roll for your hippogriffs. You're just going to move in time with them.
Wow. I rolled a great initiative.
Well, Griff's rolls for the line.
Which is weird because on my screen it shows that I rolled a 10. But my tracker says I rolled a 2.
You sure you're not looking at my 10?
Actually,
the die you're looking at?
My screen didn't even. My dice didn't even roll on the screen. That makes me sad.
4.14.
I think
You rolled
it's
a 2
'cause-
plus 2.14.
Oh, I know that. I was seeing his dice, not mine.
Yeah. All right. A lot of stuff. Give me 1 second. We'll be all right. You know what I don't like? They put all the creatures and all the everything and all of it in the back of the book in an appendix instead of in the text where it used to be where it was important. Fucking ridiculous, dude.
You talk about the monster manual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the monster manual. I mean, they
Mo-
changed the monster manual too, but like in the
Same.
published adventures, Like they used to put the stat blocks in the text where it mattered. So where you ran into the creature or monster or person, then
it was
their
on the same
stat block
page, yeah.
was there. It's not. They don't do that
Right.
anymore.
Oh.
It's freaking stupid, man. Like now everything is in an appendix in the back because it's to save, so they can save ink, so they don't print the goblin stat block 7 times. You know what I mean? So like on one
Right.
end it matters, but on the other end, fuck you. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
So
It could at least say refer to page whatever,
yeah,
and then
it
they
doesn't.
could have the
It gives you a-
goblin on that first page that first encounter.
Nope, it gives you a chapter. It's like, oh, thanks, guy.
Yeah. I see my monster manual's upstairs in the bedroom.
Hmm?
Say my monster manual's upstairs in the bedroom for me. Only one I have down here is my player's handbook.
Yeah, it's just a pain in the
So
ass.
I wouldn't be able. I wouldn't be tempted to be like, oh, what could this be?
Yeah. Giant Vulture 329.
We found it. There's gonna be a fight, so that means you're gonna have some time.
How
Yeah,
long does the
seems
fight
like
last?
it.
Real
It's
time.
just
How long
how
does the fight
much.
last?
Yeah.
Depends
The
on
round
this.
is
This
the round is 6 seconds.
All right, these say fast, so
Well, then you got to put into perspective. Y'all rushed over there. Y'all gonna rush back. How long did it take to fly there? How long is it gonna take to fly back? Plus the fight and everything else.
oh, the flight was fast.
Oh yeah. I
So
expected going there to be
straight roll
fast.
for that. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Because then it's him, and then it's the knights, and then it's mother shit, man. Okay. All right. So it's first. Not gonna grid this because it's just ridiculous to try to grid an aerial battle. Everybody's gonna be attacking. It's one creature versus 9, 8, 9, 11. So okay. It's multi-attack, so it's gonna do that. All right, so it's gonna roll. We're just gonna do this straight up against one of the vultures. 15, 20, 20 hits. 1 die 8 plus 3. 4 points. And then fly in for a. Oh shit, it's just making 3 full on attacks against with that. 12 hits. Misses. So it's 2 die 8 plus 6. 12 points. Giant vultures have. This thing actually stands a really good chance of beating everyone. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, there's enough spots that like literally everything could attack this thing in once because they're all swooping and stuff too. So we've got. Gotta just do this in mass. We're gonna assume 3 vultures at any time can get close enough in 6 seconds to be able to get effective attacks out. I've got to do this. I'm sorry, guys. There's like 11 attacks. I'm not going to keep track of all of them. One of them gets a natural 20. One of them gets a 10 plus Oh, and it gets it gets advantage. So it gets advantage,
Right,
and then
'cause
each it gets advantage, and then each vulture has multi attack. Okay, cool. All right, first one, attack 1, hits. That's with a beak. Attack 2 with its talons. 13 plus 4, 17. This thing's armor class is 14, so that's 2 hits. That's 7 plus 9, 16 points of damage. Knocks it to that. 2. Okay, vulture number 2. 2 misses. I'm sorry, miss. And talon swipe hits for. Holy shit. 11. 41 hit points. Okay. Alright, Vulture 3. I'm gonna roll a four-sided to see how many actually can get an attack in. That's what I'm gonna do. First one hit. Second attack missed. It's a beak attack. Is 2 die 4 plus 2. 3, 5, 7, it's just 34. Okay. And then so that's the vultures. Thurl's vulture is he's going to go, and actually his vulture's going to go also, but all right, hold on a second. He's going to do something else. Okay. You see, Aerodon, make a perception check. Okay, never mind. That vulture, it's a 20 plus, so natural hit, natural crit on the beak attack. That's 2, die 4, 7, plus 2, 9. It's dice double, right? 14, 16 point. Okay. And then it's talons. Got talons. 15, hit. 4, 2, 6. And it's moving extremely fast. You guys saw, nothing. Never mind. And it actually makes a third attack against it, but misses. And then it's rolling. It's going to be your turn. I'm going to let you do your hippogriff rolls for your, and then if you have a way to attack it, you can also do that. But I'm going to give you,
Okay.
so your hippogriff's going to make a multi-attack. It's got 2 attacks with a beak and a claw. So I'm going to let you roll the damage. The beak
Okay.
is a +5 to hit.
Okay. So I need to roll d20.
Yep. Roll a d20 +5.
That's
Oh,
that hits.
nice. So die 10 plus 3 points of damage for the beak.
Add 10 plus 3. Okay.
Yep.
So 9.
Okay. All right, and then the it gets a claw attack. It's +5 to hit.
13. Not quite high enough.
No, it just missed. But Aerodon, it's your and rolling.
Did you say AC of 14, right?
Yeah, if you have a way to attack from up here, you can take an attack. I want you to take a disadvantage because even though the mount is handling itself, you're not used to aerial combat. So you
Okay,
can roll if you have a bow or something else, but you're going to do it at a disadvantage.
I'm going to do. I'll do a hunter's mark,
Okay.
and if I can hit with it, I will. Yeah.
Say it again. Okay. It's only a bonus
There.
action to cast it. Great.
Yeah. And I guess I'll try to shoot it with my longbow, but yeah, again, this is what it get disadvantage.
That's okay. Let's see it.
Oh, that's just no. Got to roll for my attack.
Yeah.
That's just a D20, right?
Well, you're using your
I
bow,
miss.
right? If you just click on your bow, that should be. Oh, it's not in your. Yeah, it's up there.
Oh, it is right there.
No,
That's
do it
I'm
right.
like, what am I
Do it
clicking
right.
wrong?
Click on the. There you go. Do it right.
There you go.
12. Hold on.
Yep, misses.
Okay. All right, Aerodon, it's your turn.
I roll for the hippogriffs, you said?
Yeah, so you can take yours first if you want, or you can roll the hippogriffs first. I don't care, however you want to do it.
I'll do the hippogriffs first. You said 1d20 plus 5?
Yeah, so it's going to get a +5 for its beak attack, and then +5 for its claw attack. So you're going to get one of each.
I'll roll 2 of them, that way makes it faster.
It'll
First one
total
is
it
the beak.
instead of. Okay. So
So
12
that's and 24.
then 24. So your 24, so your claw attack hits, and it's 2d6 plus 3. You you come across, and the you buckle down your hippogriff, right? You
Mhm.
urge him forward to dive, and he comes in, and as he takes a bite at the manicore, he misses, but in that he's trained enough in combat, and he takes that bite. As he misses, he kicks his feet up and scratches at the manicore. It takes a big claw attack, just rakes its claws across this creature's chest. That now you're closer, you can see exactly like this thing had been bleeding, gashed open, was not doing so great. Barely, like its wings had started to slow down a little bit. And as your hippogriff comes across and just claws him across the chest, you see the manicore stop, and his wings stop. He attempts to flap him again, and he just takes a dive. And remembering what Thurl said, you still get another attack. So this manicore is now headed straight for the ground.
You said the first person to bring the head, right?
Uh-huh. Your hippogriff hasn't made a move attack yet. A move action yet.
I'm gonna chase after it and follow it to the ground.
Okay.
And then I'll use my scimitar once we get down there to slice off its head.
Sure. It's defenseless. So roll to hit. Base armor class 10, no modifiers.
Wouldn't it take fall damage too?
No, it's dead. We're not
Since
working
it's
on
literally just. Oh,
that. No,
okay.
we're doing something else.
So just roll like a regular scimitar hit, right?
Yep.
Holy crap.
So you get down, and as you your hippogriff hits the ground and lands, and you take your move action to get off, and in one fell swoop as you're getting off, the momentum from your body jumping off and attacking this defenseless poor creature. Yeah, right. Coming down straight on it, decapitates the manicore in one swoop. Coming down. Yeah, no, Jay, it wasn't about getting to hit it or whether it was dead or extra damage. Like you still have to hit the thing you're aiming for, even if it's not moving. So
Oh, I know that. I
'Cause
was
he's got a
just,
chance
I
to cut his
wasn't
own
sure
foot off.
if it was, yeah, I just wasn't sure if the Manticore was fully dead. That's why I was like, wouldn't it
Yep.
take fall damage hitting the
No,
ground?
not if it's dead already. It's okay. You
Okay.
stay in the tower. It's okay. We got this.
I'm
Alright,
gonna, I'm gonna pick up.
Wow.
I'm gonna pick up the head and
I'm an asshole. I'm
wait.
sorry.
I'm gonna pick up the head, wave to Joe, being like, "Look what I got!"
Nice.
For roll.
And
Although
you
I
hear
can't
from
probably
up
see
above.
this.
You just hear from above in the cavern like this cacophonous like, whoa! Like everybody, all the knights are cheering, and you see some of them start to dive down towards the ground. Vultures start landing, and like several of the knights get off their vultures and actually let them start feasting on the Manticore's body.
Yeah, I'm gonna take mine and land it.
Thurl comes down, and he lands last. You see him like circling above first and letting his knights take the ground. And he comes down, and he meets you on the ground, and he dismounts on his vulture. And as he's walking over to you, he starts very slowly. Puts his crossbow away that he had, and he hooks it back on his belt. He says, "My friend," and he offers an arm. And reaches out to clasp your arm. He says, I'm glad you joined us for our feast tonight. Thank you so much for coming with us. Your name will live long in the halls of Feathergate." And he reaches up and he pulls his ring off his hand. He says, "As promised."
I thank him, and I want to examine the ring. Is it just like a regular looking ring?
Yeah, sure.
I know
It's a gold ring with a set garnet, and the band. Now that you actually are holding it in your hand, you couldn't see it when he's holding it up earlier. The band is actually decorated with like finely engraved feathers all the way around the band.
What was What was his name again?
Thurl Maraska.
Thank you. I thank him for the feather and offer him the head. Or thank him for the ring. Offer him the head. Sorry.
He clasps his hand to his chest and bows. Says, "I'm a man of my word."
I'm gonna walk over and slap him on the back and say, "Excellent job, nicely done."
Thank you. I point to the hippogriff. I think he did most of the work, though.
Also gonna whisper to him very quietly so that no one hears. At least you didn't use the wand.
I kind of was planning on it.
That wand isn't ours. You know where you got that from.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Thank you. I'm just gonna adjust the wand somewhere, make sure it's hidden a bit better.
I figured it was hidden anyways.
I didn't think about it.
All right. So it says, "Men, mount up. We ride. We have a second reason to feast tonight." He goes to mount his vulture
Alright.
again. He takes to the air and starts heading back in the direction of Feathergate.
Before we leave, real quick, is there anything of value if we search the Manticore real quick, or did they kind of just eat all of it?
Yeah, it's got 72 silver pieces stuffed up its asshole. No, it there was a
I get
I'm
poison out of
sorry.
it.
There was a thing. There was this audio file a long time ago. Joe, did you ever hear that? It wasn't the Dead Alewives one. It was another one, and it was like this. It was like this lounge song, right? That somebody wrote for D&D, and there was this like intermission verbal, like just vocal non-sang lyric in the song, and it was like, "Where did that saber-tooth tiger keep those 26 silver pieces?" It's like, what the. No,
Where did
but
that silver come out?
no, it's I mean, it wasn't mounted with anything. It's just an animal that this beast lived in the valley most likely, and there wasn't carrying anything with it. So
Okay.
You might be able to get some poison out of the poison sac, but that'd be dangerous. 'Cause doesn't it have like a giant, like scorpion tail?
I don't know, couldn't tell you. It did throw tail spikes at some of the vultures and stuff. That was its first attack. Is it whipped its tail around and almost like porcupine, like huge tail spikes. And a couple of the vultures, one of the vultures that got hit, actually has these like foot long needles that you kind of out of the corner of your eye. Now you think about it, like you saw the one of the knights like pulling them out of his mount. So
If there's no useful body parts to take, then I'll just leave it.
yeah, nothing that you would know of.
You got the most important. You got the most important part in your head.
Mm-hmm.
We can
Unless
mount
you
that
know
on
of
the
something
wall.
very specific.
Wait, what?
So unless you know of something very specific that you have a very specific purpose for, like you wouldn't know what you're looking at anyway. So
I don't know. I kind of want to take a trophy, so I might. Well, I got the head. I'll rip out some teeth later.
They're probably gonna want to mount that on the wall.
Okay, I'll take like 3 of its claws then.
sure. Spend a couple minutes, cut his toes off. Yeah, that's fine. You guys mount up and head back to Feathergate?
Yeah.
Okay. Pause, you guys.